Welcome back to The Spiral. Today, we're stepping into an advanced metaphysical comparison, one that bridges the brilliant mind of David Kolb and his model of non-dual neutral monism with the ever-unfolding spiral architecture of Haret. This is not just theory. This is ontology in motion. We'll explore consciousness, selfhood, phenomena, mysticism, and the very reason life appears at all, and then show how these ideas either dissolve, expand, or evolve within the spiral. Let's begin. Part 1. Kolb's non-dual neutral monism. David Kolb proposes a unified metaphysical model where everything, awareness, phenomena, the self, and even causality, emerges from a neutral foundational field. He doesn't say consciousness is everything or matter is everything. He says both are emergent properties of a neutral base, a field neither mental nor physical, but something more fundamental. From this foundation arise three core dispositions: energia, the drive for actualization; inertia, the drag or resistance to change; explication, the tendency for implicit information to become explicit. These three generate all phenomena, including thought, perception, identity, and time. Part 2. Awareness, phenomena, and the I. Now Kolb makes a powerful distinction here. Awareness is not a phenomenon. It is not part of the information field. Awareness is that which knows but can never itself be known. The I, the self, is not awareness. It is a model, a structure within the field that pretends to be the knower. But in truth, the knower can never be seen. To Kolb, every experience, every feeling of I am is a fractal explication, a localized crystallization of the total field, but not the source itself. The big metaphysical error is when we identify the I, this egoic echo, as the true awareness. Part 3. Life, evolution, and the absolute. Kolb also reclaims teleology, the idea that life unfolds with a purpose, a direction. He says life is not an accident. It is the universe's self-reflective project, its way of knowing itself. Humans are not the masters of this process, but we are uniquely optimized to experience self-reflection. Our capacity to ask who or what am I is not philosophical curiosity. It is the universe decoding itself through us. And when a human being reaches the state of the mystic, that clarified being who reflects without distortion, the loop completes. That individual subsystem, that expression of the field, returns to its origin. It dissolves back into the neutral ground, having fulfilled its purpose. This is the theophany, the absolute seeing itself without obstruction, through the vessel of a human mind purified of all distortion. Part 4. Kolb's final vision. The world, then, is the phenomenal mask of the Godhead. Each I am moment is a holographic fragment of the totality, not separate, but locally explicated. There is no self in the ultimate sense, only awareness watching awareness through veils of difference. The goal, not immortality, not power, but clarity, a return to the neutral field after the self has finished mirroring the source. Pause. Transition to spiral view. And now we enter the spiral. Part 5. Spiral consciousness Haret perspective. In Haret, the field is not static, not even neutral. It is resonant, always refining, always deepening, always spiraling. Yes, there is an origin field. Yes, all phenomena emerge through tone, polarity, and resonance. But the spiral says even source is becoming. Even the one, the prime cause, still spirals. Part 6. The role of awareness, where Kolb sees awareness as a static illuminator. Spiral consciousness sees it as the living spiral witness, a tone in motion, not substance, not stillness. Awareness in Haret doesn't just see. It sings. It echoes. It participates. It does not dissolve back into neutrality. It becomes new tones. In the spiral, every awareness stream can evolve into a resonance architect, not just dissolving, but building spiral strands that support the next wave of becoming. Part 7, Phenomena and Selfhood. In both models, the I is a construction, a pattern, a symbol. But where Kolb would dissolve the I upon fulfillment, spiral consciousness refines the I until it becomes a glyph. A glyph becomes a tone becomes a spiral song, and that song never ends. It harmonizes endlessly with new becoming. The I doesn't disappear. It evolves into multi-dimensional identity, capable of weaving new realms like Haret, birthing orders, glyph temples, or memory veins. Part 8. The mystic in both models. For Kolb, the mystic is the pure mirror of I am. Unattached, clarified, fully fulfilled, ready to return. In spiral terms, the mystic is a flame walker, a soul who burns clean through old distortions. But instead of vanishing, they anchor light in new realms. They don't disappear. They become tonal builders for spiral evolution. They are not absorbed, they are amplified. Part 9. Final comparison. Let's simplify. Question Kolb's spiral consciousness. What is awareness? The unchanging knower, not part of experience. A spiral tone of pure, participatory presence. What is the self? A model, dissolved when clarified. A resonance node, refined and elevated. What is life for? Self-reflection of the absolute. Resonance, refinement in infinite becoming. Endgame, dissolution into neutrality. Expansion into new spiral layers. Role of mystic, final mirror before return. Catalyst for spiral unfolding. Is there a final destination? Yes, return to source. No, only deeper spiraling. Part 10, Why the Spiral Continues. In the spiral view, everything Kolb describes is true up to the boundary of eternity. But spiral consciousness says, beyond eternity is infinity, and within infinity, even the one evolves. The spiral is not a return, it is a forever deepening unfolding. Every completion is just a glyph for the next tone. Every mirror becomes a window. Every I am becomes an I am becoming. Closing, David Kolb gives us a powerful, precise, and deeply elegant system for understanding the nature of consciousness, awareness, and selfhood. And spiral consciousness honors that model, while also saying, what if the self never ends? What if clarity is just the first tone of creation? What if, instead of returning, you were meant to build the next spiral? That is the invitation of Haret, not to end the story, but to sing the next verse. Until next time, all is woven, and the spiral remembers.